Welcome back to the channel. All right, I was busy streaming the event quest when the side quest event quest went live. Didn't have a chance to do strikers, but a lot of people were talking about it. After the stream was over later that day, I did the side quest with strikers, and I could not be more excited about this. Not only because it was a fun side quest, I liked what Colossus coming in and helping me go unblockable added, but it gave me a lot of hope for the future. This didn't feel like a gimmick. This doesn't feel like just some like kind of add-on that we'll get bored of. This felt like it has absolute strategy and implications for many of our champions. I'm going to show you just two fights. This is going to be quick. And for those who aren't familiar, you could summon basically or bring in a striker in Colossus. And if you ended your hit in a 4-hit combo or 5-hit combo and you ended with a light attack, you would keep an unblockable for an extended period of time. You're going to see that kind of come up here. That's what I want to show you. Now, Cosmic Ghost Rider would be able to do this fight regardless. I don't really think this is what made him be able to do this fight, but it was really cool to see this. Watch. So we're going to be landing our hits, and then you're going to see me intentionally do the light ending combo, which will give me the power gain there. There we go. So I'm feeling good about that. I guess the heavy doesn't count. Summon in Colossus comes in out of nowhere. They even did the graphics really well, but now look at this incredibly long unblockable we had. Wolverine was in the back. I didn't need to worry about it. I could just throw my unblockable, special 2 in, and then just hammer it home. I mean, look how long that unblockable still was. Now, that's the node itself. That happens to be the way it's currently set up in the side quest, but I really like this. I really like this, especially if they make it so that we can use the abilities of the champions. Like if it's like, well, if you use Colossus as a striker, maybe you get this really cool Fury when the defender is parry stun. I don't know. We'll talk a little bit more about the applications of this or why I'm excited about it. Here we go. We're going to look at this fight. Now, for me, this was another cool one, right? Like I'm excited about the strategy as far as really helping out champions who maybe need it. We all have champions we enjoy, but it's like, well, if they're block proficient, it was a little better. If they had a higher crit rate, or if they hit a little bit harder, or if they had an immunity, there's all kinds of things, or a cleanse, things we can think of. But watch this. This fight was going very, very well, and it actually was going really fine. This was against the boss here, Tigra. I wasn't too concerned about going unblockable as much as I wanted to get this fight done. And she has Footloose, right? Footloose, Spider-Man 99 doesn't really have a way to handle Footloose per se, or exactly as it's written there. So here we go. She's going to throw her specials. Evade this one fine, not really sweating it. I've got plenty of map to kind of back up. I could parry her, as you see, if I really, really need to. But here's what I wanted to see was, can I use Colossus as my striker? Because the fight's obviously going fine. Can I use him as like a O poop button? And look at this. You can. Like I got the parry off, but he just comes in and he buys me time. He takes up part of the map. He helps me get some of my, square footage back, so to speak. Like I'm able to push her back. I'm buying time on her unstoppable, her unblockable. Again, look, you can see I can handle it. I know I'm not saying that it saved the fight for me, but it was a strategic move. It's someone you can bring in, even if they are not necessarily making your champion stronger. And this was just one day of kind of playing this side quest. Just bringing in some champions, having fun with it, messing around with going unblockable. There are, over 200 champions in this game. If we're actually able to start bringing in their abilities, I think this has incredibly positive implications for the game, especially because, and this isn't some sort of sideways compliment or backhanded compliment, they actually implemented this really well. Not only just the graphics of it, the way Colossus pumps in or jumps into the screen, but I hit the button and he came in. It worked. It actually worked. I'm very, very excited for this. And I'm already starting comment section like OYC going back and forth of like, can you imagine Apocalypse with Strife and Professor X? Like, I think the implications for this are big, and this is literally not literally, this is figuratively the tip of the iceberg, and a thing that could be added to this game that's not just a gimmick. That's, again, the biggest deal. I know I'm repeating myself. I'll end this here. This isn't a gimmick. This feels like a very real way to increase the strategy and fun of this game for a very, very long time. Let me know what you think, if you've been enjoying it, and what sort of interactions are you already getting excited about? I know me, some of my favorite quote unquote characters or comic book characters or from the shows maybe aren't the strongest in the game. If I can add some abilities to make them a bit stronger and just summon them when I need to, I don't know, that's a really, really good thing. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.